Okay, so when we last met our heroes, you successfully accomplished a joint operation with two other parties, groups. But yeah, with Ozzy, Lemmy, and Jack. And I'm pretty sure I didn't create a character sheets for them, but I'm pretty sure Jack, as a character from Brutal Legend, he's Bard and either artisan or artificer because he's a roadie. So that's why. The others, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's not important right now. Before we jump more into the regular action, I will definitely, because as far as I remember, you decided on last time on previous session that you will want to venture to Azure Empire.
Yes, indeed.
And because I have jack shit in terms of prepared NPCs in that area.
Okay, we'll do something else.
No, because I don't have prepared, then I will use very fruitfully Endiv Zach in terms of characters, and I will ask him a lot of questions before we get into the proper
magic
game. Yeah, because Endiv, you are from that area.
Yep.
And you were a part of Imperial Guard, so you were pretty close to the Emperor and whatnot.
That was weird.
What?
The Eternal Wanderers just closed on me. My internet's my computer's being
weird.
Screwy.
Maybe check for viruses after session.
Wait, use God mode.
Yeah, anyways. Okay, so
God mode actually works for me.
Not for me.
Anyways, we have the name of the Emperor, and I'm gonna decide that when you were in the Imperial Guard and then you left, it's still the same guy. There was no change of rulership. Yeah,
I'm starting Firefox. Keep going.
Then another question for you. There was a Emperor's son, possibly the first to inherit the throne in case his father dies, and he had pretty nice character, and because of some reason he befriended you, and in some days you were more of a personal bodyguard of the heir to the throne. What was his name?
Waiting for Roll20 to load up so I can remember what I had saved. So that would be, if it was the direct son, then that would change. Hey. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello.
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
There you go. Guan Li.
Nice.
Okay, so that's Guan Dynasty. So, Mr.
Yeah, because it's
Lee.
still the same guy's son.
Yep, okay. So his son. Now the other question for you. Did you leave the Imperial Guard because you wanted to do, or it was, or somebody or something like pressured you into that? Maybe some officials or fractions didn't like that you were so close to the Emperor's son, or what was the case?
Probably Wanderlust, mostly. Wanting to go out and do stuff instead of sit around and guard.
Okay, so you...
Are you sure? The alternative sounded quite gay.
What?
Are you sure it wasn't a gay thing?
No, I'm not meaning...
Most likely.
I mean...
I found a D20.
I don't remember. Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not implicating that. It was only that some people might believe that If he was his bodyguard, then no friendship is allowed. Like the Imperial Guard, some people might see them as a tools to be used, not people.
Or more like that he was a bad influence on him. After all, what were you, some kind of peasant who rose that high? Were you a
Sure.
Yeah. And that then
let's say that, because that's only half true, but
yeah, close enough.
Yeah, I know what was the reason.
Yeah.
Why you are in the Imperial Guard.
Yep.
Okay. And the other thing, of course, you are in the Order of the Flame. So who is the current leader of the Order in the Azure Empire?
That would be that name.
Shiro Hamasaki. Shiro, I like it. It's Fate Stay Night, the game name.
It is completely random.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
And
We need to go with Chinese names.
it just so happens that random name is both Chinese.
It's okay. Yeah, like I'm asking Candy, so because he's the guy from this area, from that
I'm
area.
pulling out all the stops. I'm going for all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I am pulling up random Chinese, Hawaiian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Maori, and I think that might, maybe Vietnamese, or not.
All the names.
All the names.
Vietnamese, and just putting it in a pot, pretty much, and
Okay,
just pulling out
I
names.
know this is typically not, but because not the like the question that usually the answer for that is that they are dead or we do not have contact, but because we are going to your no wait, because from like I tried to ask about the parents, but then I remembered this one thing. So no, we
You can ask one of the parents.
yeah, like the second that will not be a spoiler. So is she still alive or? I mean, not the name. I'm just wondering what's her status.
Probably.
Okay. Unless you heard she's what, like somewhere in the capital?
Yes, she is.
Okay. Yeah.
50-50 chance. Are you dead or not?
No, okay. I'm cool with that. So yeah, like during your travels and wandering, like, do you sometimes send her letters to let her know that you are still alive and well, or do you not?
Sure. Sounds like a wonderful idea.
I mean, I'm asking you, like, what's the deal? I'm
Yeah.
just throwing out suggestions, so.
And I'm accepting your suggestions.
Okay.
I think that's actually a pretty good idea.
Okay. Other thing. Like, tell us few more words. What was your opinion like last time you saw like the Order of the Flame? Because you mentioned something on previous session that they are usually drunks, but is that true or sometimes they
Who
can?
here has watched Fairy Tail?
Me?
I watched. I read the manga.
Imagine, well, close enough. Imagine, the Order of the Flame acting like Fairy Tail on their guild.
Okay, so they can be seen as a comic relief, bunch of drunkards and party
That
goers.
get into fights randomly.
But
And
and
win.
getting into the fights with each other randomly, but when the shit hits the fan, they are suddenly a very dangerous force.
Yes. They're a bunch
One
of
of them
badasses
stripped naked.
that goof around.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can goof around because they are considered badasses.
Yep. They're like, we just don't want to even mess with them. City Guard
mean,
stays out of it.
Because, like you said, like Order of the Flame is like people who are also traveling around looking for fame and whatnot. So
Yep.
I think they might have heard about Eternal Wanderers Guild. and might even
Probably.
have some kind of friendship between their members because they believe there is a lot of common between those two groups.
Really? That's it. No, that's just interesting. I mean, maybe we can research that at some point. But
I mean, from what I can tell, Order of the Flame, if Zach is
Yeah,
pointing them
it's
as
all
a
about
fairy
story.
tale, they are good. They are not bad
Yeah.
faction. They are good.
they're
They
good
are...
guys, but they're all about glory. That's what I read about.
Yeah. They run around and kill big things, so you can be like, hey, I killed that big thing.
Yeah, okay, I can buy
Hey
that.
guys, wanna go kill a big kitten, big thing?
Okay.
Like, hey, there's this undead thing up in the north areas that's terrorizing everybody. You want to go kill it? Sure.
Now I have other suggestion concerning Order of the Flame.
Okay.
What would you say about having a female childhood friend that is in the order with you? If we are going full Asian anime style, then we need to use that trope.
Oh my god.
Guys, if you do this, can you occasionally tell me the references? Because I know nothing about anime, so if you are laughing at something...
No, that's the trope with more, like, in
Alright.
every anime there is somebody called childhood friend.
Oh, I see. Cool.
Somebody childhood friend that for some reason likes the protagonist.
Sure. Let me grab a name.
Yeah,
No,
it sounds like a good idea
the
anyway.
entire Azure Empire is one
That
big,
is a rather
uh,
easy name. There you go.
You
There's a
mean-
name.
Okay. Yumi childhood friend. Yeah, and the last you saw her, she was one of the just regular members of the guild, but like not a huge spoiler because you will learn that in this session probably.
It's probably been quite a long time.
Yeah,
at
that
least
she
since I've
really
been there.
that she's really high in the ranks. Like if we are going fairy tale, she's like considered like S class, like very high class warrior or spellcaster. Like it's your call,
Sounds
like
awesome.
it's your call. Like I don't know what classes do you want her to have. Like is she more of a warrior or spellcaster? Because they are not guessed out like
That would be stealth magic. So no, that'd just be stealth. Roguey stuff.
Okay, so
Ninja.
she might be a ninja, spy, probably not assassin because assassin is like a kind of a more evil job, dark one.
Why
You
not?
Make your hands dirty.
No, but ninja makes sense if it's sort of oriental and she's into the shadows and stuff. She could be a,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, I'm cool
Stabby,
with
stabby.
Flesh
ninja.
and some magic stuff, but that's where that fell in scale.
Ninja. Okay. What are others might be important?
And you can be a local good ninja, you know.
Probably. Okay, yeah, going back to that Imperial Guard, because you were just a... Yeah, remind me, and if you were a soldier or commander of the Imperial Guard Corps?
Holy would have been a soldier if was a commander, no more than a couple guys.
Like an officer.
Yeah, you might
Yeah.
have been like max lieutenant or sergeant, I don't know what, yeah, like not Taicho,
I might have
but
had my own
Fukutaicho.
squad on occasion, but since I was
So-
the Prince's Guard,
Yeah, so you can also throw me a name of the Imperial Guard commander. He's also, like, he's still the same from the last time. Feel the bullshit flow.
Flows steadily.
Huzzah Indonesian names, I guess.
I mean, Zhang Fei sounds... Harta Chen. Sounds okay.
And that is a male name.
So you say, so you say.
Harta
Chen.
So the site that I'm using says.
Yeah, like in the military, I might say that Azure Empire is not so backwards, so there might be women in the military, but Still, usually the commanders and high positions are occupied by the men.
Property chain.
Okay, commander of Imperial Guard.
At least it tells us what the name means.
Yeah, that's nice enough.
Also, like just to give quick words about, like, I won't ask it this to you specifically, and if, but my idea was that apart from Imperial Guard, which is basically they are the closest ones to the Emperor and the heirs, and they are basically glorified bodyguards.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because the Azure city is a fucking huge one, and the palace itself is also a huge one, so apart from the Imperial Court, there's also like separate division, like designated to only defend the palace, and then there are like additional 4 formations, divisions that are protecting like north, south, west, and east parts of the city. And then of course there is like a lot of different other formations, armies in the field. But, yeah, I don't want to go much into the description because they might not be relevant.
Understandable.
Something like almost got a 13, but not exactly, because they are English. They were also like translated like Imperial Court Guard, something like that. Yeah. Anyways, I believe that might be the most important people in regarding your character. I have covered your parents.
Can I just ask what's the name of the emperor in that place, just in case he comes up?
Guan Yu. We already. said
Thank
that.
you. So yeah, I didn't get that bit.
Yeah,
but
he's the current emperor. And
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you better introduce him with flair. Otherwise, I'm gonna have forgotten that name by the next time and treat him like another peasant.
He has an awesome beard.
And I'm sure he wears loads.
I mean, Yamamoto had an awesome beard, but if you want to say that Guan Yu also has an awesome beard, like this martial artist from Kill Bill. You remember this guy?
Yeah, only that but black.
That's one of the things that Guan Yu is known for in history, is having an amazing beard
Okay.
that he like took almost religious care of.
Okay, that's quirk for the character. That's very nice. Yeah, if I will have more questions for you, and if regarding Azure Empire, I might remember something in the meantime. Okay, so I believe we might get into the action. This will be strange, but don't freak out. Just go with the flow, how the action goes. So basically, we will start our session, proper one, with scene like that. Suddenly, all of you, no matter where you were sleeping, you snap your eyes open. You feel that
I wasn't sleeping.
you don't know if you are sleeping or not. You just that's where I put your characters. Suddenly you snap your eyes open, fully awake, with thunderous sounds going outside the tower, with air filled with malice, hatred, like pure pressure. Like there is sense of dread that something's very bad going on. And as I said, on the outside there's a lot of different sounds, like distant booms, echoes of explosions, roars of different animals that are so loud that even though you are inside the tower, you can hear them very clearly. What do you do?
Okay.
Load my gun and start running towards the noise.
That seems like a good idea.
I cast overland flight, grab my bow, and immediately start heading out. I strap on my spell cat pouch.
I grab my violin and starts heading for the door.
Switch to the stance of the Ace of the Crane stance, just to be sure.
Okay, so you get outside to the landing zone of the flying castle, and no matter if you are immune to fear effects or not, but what you see, just you feel a cold shiver that goes down your spine, like cold sweat forms of your forehead, because what you see is like a truly horrifying and without words. The sky itself, like in the distance, on the far into the horizon, some parts of it are just like covered in total darkness. The sky itself is dark crimson, and from in the distance, from some parts of it, you think that you see that some unspeakable creatures like start dropping down, like almost like a blood drips through the sky. There's a lot of, on the horizon, huge piles of smoke. Some of them are coming, from different cities, as you understand. Even though you are so far away from any civilization, you almost feel, or not feel, like hear the faintest echo of thousands of people screaming and dying. Also, no wait, because even though you are in the air, you will not be able, no, it will be too far away, so you won't be, like from 200 kilometers you won't see the sun, like pillar of light, like strike going, dark, like going, oh no, wait, light going through the air. And right next to you, oh no, well, next to you, there's another pillar of silver energy going to the air. And from the distance, you see that the mist clears completely, and the doors of the gates open with thunder and loud boom, and on the other side you just see a white light. It's impossible for you to see what's on the other side of the gate that's not open. And through this white light, like, I don't know, have you played or watched Dark Souls?
Yep.
So when
Yep.
you are going to the next area, the doors like are misty or something. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so
Like
so that's basically the effect, and through them you see suddenly like sounds of war horns, the war bells, like, and you see, going in the perfect formation, several like first not phalanx, first lines of fully armored, possibly hugely enchanted and very powerful soldiers of the army.
Wow.
But before you can, like, you might start reacting, and you kinda realize in the meantime that you do not see other guys near you. Like, the people from other party are not outside, you do not see them anywhere. And basically, like this, on the highest peaks of the three biggest mountains that the Titan Forge is under it, suddenly the dark sky opens, and then through that goes not a meteor, but absolutely massive, the biggest fucking thing you've ever seen in your life, that spans for several dozen of kilometers. That's basically, it doesn't look like Cthulhu, but it's like a black swirl of mouths, tentacles, and other very nasty and bad stuff that lands with roaring thunder on the mountains, and there's just a flash of dark light that overwhelms you, and then you snap your eyes open again, And you are in space.
Oh my goodness.
Basically, you see stars all around you, thousands of different lights, some closer, some farther, and basically in front of you, suddenly, the being that I believe Genkiro already met, Lysander probably too, the keeper stands before you, aka the Crow
Okay.
Father. What the fuck?
Ooh, okay.
Hey, it's a Tengu guy.
He's not a Tengu.
No.
I'm just messing.
What has happened?
Pardon me for showing you these visions in your dreams, but
Well,
it was necessary.
couldn't you have given some kind of warning?
He just gives Oti a deadpan look, like, child, I am too old to give mortals a warning.
You're never too old for politeness.
I step out in back of the head. Be respectful.
Oh well, be respectful to your elders, child.
Facepalm.
Yes.
You guys just hear smack come from Enden as he facepalms.
Because of that, from the keeper, and if you see the in his eyes, the tiniest gleam, the very tiniest gleam of understanding and support.
I think the pressure is weakening.
You might say it like that. In the past, people rather call it not only people, but beings like me, that wheels of fate are turning again, and the new cycle is coming.
All right. Right. Hang on? Wait a sec. Can we see if we can remember any of this from our knowledge history or anything?
Nah, if he's saying about cycles, that's completely like legendary in the thousands of years back.
That's
That
fine.
not
Mysterious.
knowledge check won't cut it.
That's fine. That's mysterious. Wow. Okay, I'm going to not say anything because, frankly, I don't think I can add much conversation other than look and observe as closely as possible. I'll smile nicely.
Okay, so that's what Lysander will do. Like, the rest will like wait and hear what the keeper has to say, or they start throwing questions.
Oh, they will be sarcastic as always.
Start throwing weapons at him.
Brilliant idea.
Alright, you call us here for a reason. Now, tell us what it is.
Yes. That vision, it was meant to be a warning of what will come or what might come. I am just a keeper. I do not... Whatever you did, your help with Asmarius, I'm not judging. I don't really care that you've get the Yggdrasil and try to reconnect this world with the others, but other beings of power, powers that be, and the gods that keep eyes on this world, they are not pleased.